Welcome to Bedtime Stories. We're going to read Peppa Pig, the Tooth Fairy by Kim. Don't forget to subscribe. Once upon a time, there was a clever little pig named Peppa. She was very proud of her teeth. Blood. Peppa and her brother George knew how to take care of their teeth. They brushed them every morning and every evening. Brush. Peppa and George loved playing dentist. Peppa would pretend to be the dentist and George would be her assistant. George Denter was the patient. What lovely clean teeth you have, Mr. Denter. Peppa smiled. Grrr, said George. One day, after playing their dentist game, Peppa and George were eating their dinner. Suddenly, something fell out in Peppa's plate. Chatter, chatter. It made Peppa jump. What is that? She asked. Ow! It's a tooth, Daddy Pig laughed. But where is this from? Asked Peppa. Why don't you look in the mirror? Asked Mama Pig. Peppa looked. She had a big gap in her teeth. Oh no, Peppa cried. Do we have to go see the Dr. Elephant? Ho, ho, ho. No, said Mummy Pig. It's just a baby tooth. It's meant to fall out. A baby tooth? What's that? Asked Peppa. A baby tooth is a tooth that falls when you're young, explained Mama Pig. A new one will grow in its place. What should I do with my baby tooth? Asked Peppa. If you place it under your pillow, the tooth fairy will come. She will take your tooth and leave you a shiny new coin, said Mama Pig. That evening, while Peppa watched television with her family, she kept thinking about the tooth fairy. When I grow up, I want to be a tooth fairy, said Peppa. Daddy Pig chirped. What about you, George pointed at the dinosaur. Ding-shaw, he growled. Hee hee hee. Come on, George, shouted Peppa. We don't want to miss the tooth fairy. They both ran up the stairs to get ready for bed. What are you doing, Peppa? Asked Daddy Pig. Peppa was careful brushing her teeth. I want it to be nice and clean for the tooth fairy, said Peppa. Snort, snort. Peppa looked at the tooth under her pillow. Are you sure the tooth fairy will be able to find it? She asked. I promise, said Mummy Pig. Just you wait and see. Good night, Peppa and George. Good night, Mummy Pig. Good night, Daddy Pig. Hee hee hee. I'm going to wake up all night for the tooth fairy, Peppa said. George, let's not go to sleep. George smiled and nodded. Peppa waited and waited. She could hear something. Is that the Tooth Fairy, Peppa? George, he whispered. Did you hear that? Can you see the Tooth Fairy? She climbed down to look. George, he was fast asleep. It was him making the noise. I'm much better at staying awake than George. Peppa snapped and she settled back in her bed. After a while, I started to close. She quietly opened them again. I'm going to stay awake and see the Tooth Fairy, Peppa said to himself fairly. But soon, she was asleep. Twinkle, twinkle. What was that? It was the Tooth Fairy. Hello, Peppa, she whispered. Would you like a coin for the tooth? The Tooth Fairy gently took Peppa's tooth out of under her pillow and put a shiny coin in its place. What a lovely clean tooth, the fairy said. Thank you very much. Flutter, flutter, flutter. The next morning, Peppa found a shiny coin under her pillow. Mommy, the Tooth Fairy did come after, shouted, jumping up and down. Oh, I wish I had seen the Tooth Fairy, Peppa sighed. The next time I've seen the Tooth Fairy, Peppa. And the next time I'm definitely going to stay awake all night. Hee hee hee. Peppa Pig has lost her first tooth. If she dunks it under her pillow, will the Tooth Fairy come for a special visit?